Manchester United 1, Brighton 3, and mate, this is annoying, isn't it? It's proper annoying because we've been beat well today, yeah, and it's one of them ones where, like man was saying, it's come down to fine margins, bruv, and it's frustrating because you look at the score 3-1 and you think, yeah, man got absolutely smoked, but it's like there's so many little things that happen throughout the game that could have made things a bit different, innit? And genuinely, like first half, when I was looking at the first half, I was looking at the way we were set up off the ball and I was saying, you know what? I see a lot of positives, like the man-to-man kind of orientated press where we were putting pressure on the ball in the right positions. We were getting Brighton to turn over the ball. I'm like, this is good. But it's clear for me to see that when the manager gets, yeah, the balance of the players that he needs, we are going to be a much better side, innit? Because we're very imbalanced for the system that we're trying to play. Like the midfield double pivot of Kobe Mino and Ugarte doesn't work. I've said it a million times and I'm just going to keep saying it, bruv. Because one, you don't get the best out of Kobe in that double pivot. And the thing is, there's going to be a lot of people that are getting onto him specifically. And it's been growing in the fan base, innit? A lot of people have been doubting him, saying he's not that good and all these other things. What I would say is, the things that he excels at, his skill set, yeah, is not maximized in that double pivot. He's not mobile like Toby Collier. He ain't got the legs, yeah, to play that position, to make up the ground. And also, he doesn't have the ability to read danger and know where he's meant to be. He always looks like he's a second behind everyone else because he genuinely doesn't know how to play that position. And he's learning it, but he's learning it on the biggest stage. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's learning it against good teams where he's getting punished and he always looks like he's reacting. He's very reactive instead of proactive in there because he doesn't understand it. He played a lot of his career on the wing and in attacking areas in the academy, and he's been played as a central midfielder. Especially in the system, he can't do it. For me, he's got to play in that left 10 position or not at all. Like, it's a big problem, that midfield, double pivot of Ugarte and Kobe. And especially when you're trying to dominate a game, yeah, possession-wise, that two in the middle. Kobe Mino's not a passer, really. He's more like a possession player that just keeps the game ticking over. Like, he receives the ball, pops it off, gets it back. Similar profile to what you would expect from someone like a Foden or something. They get the ball, pop it off, and then they want to get it back, do little give and goes and that. But he's not someone that controls the tempo of a midfield. He's not going to play between the lines and do what Ericsson or Casemiro can do. And then Ugarte, he's a pit bull. He runs, he breaks up play, but he can't pass either. So how do we start and sustain pressure on teams if we've got no passes in the midfield? That's a big problem. When you look at the wing-back areas, yeah, when we play two defenders at wing-back, we don't score goals. Like, we don't. The stats are there. Again, we're going with Mazraoui and Dalot. Dalot, right-footed on the left-hand side, is a big problem. A couple of times Xerxes put Dalot through on goal, and he's trying to cut onto his right foot, and he's lost the ball. If he's left-footed, he takes a touch down the outside, the ball's on the safe side, and we actually get forward, and maybe there's a cutback, or maybe he can get a shot off. He cannot play on the left-hand side. He can't. Mazraoui at wing-back doesn't look as good as at centre-back. We need wing-backs. We need two wing-backs. Because neither of them should be playing wing-back consistently. And if Maz is going to play wing-back, then we need an attacker on the other side. We can't have two defenders. So a left wing-back is imperative. A left 10 is also imperative. Bruno in the left 10 is redundant. Again, Bruno's ended up finishing the game in a double pivot. But I'm wondering why the manager don't just start him there. Because he's clearly better there. Apart from the penalty that Bruno scored today, he was awful. And he's having a lot of games like this in the left 10 where he's not good. He doesn't give us the same outlet that Ahmad gives us. Like when we're breaking and we're connecting and we're passing through the lines, yeah, and we're counter-pressing and we're in transition, yeah, Bruno wants to come to the ball. Ahmad can go away from the ball, face up players and take them on. Bruno can't do that on the left-hand side. He wants to drop deep, receive the ball to feet and hoof it. So teams don't need to respect, yeah, our threat in behind on the left-hand side. Because Dalot doesn't really want to go in behind like that. and Bruno comes to the ball. So the left side is redundant. It's actually redundant. Those are big problems, and this is why we're not really scoring goals. It's the balance of the wing backs, that left 10, and that midfield balance. It's not right. The manager needs to do something, bro. He needs to do something. Because off the ball, in terms of our defending in the first half, I was very happy with it. Very happy. Even the penalty that we scored, yeah. The way Xerxes, Ugarte, and who else was it? Someone else, bruv. Like, I can't remember. Could have been Mazraoui, yeah. The way that they pressed, yeah. No, it was Ahmad. The way that they pressed, yeah, and forced Brighton to have to rush their work, and then they ended up losing the ball and giving it to us. That all came from great positional awareness, great positional play. And we pressed very well on that side with Xerxes and Ahmad and Ugarte going over there. We did. We pressed really well. But we need the right profile of players to consistently keep doing that. There were some decent connections in attacking areas with Xerxes up there. We look way better than we do with Rasmus Højlund when he's up there. He was playing some good passes. He was putting himself about. He pressed well. No complaints with that. But Brighton weren't creating a lot of chances. They didn't have to be great to beat us. They didn't. Stupid errors. The first goal, Harry Maguire's playing my man on side. Everyone else is up in the line. Why is Harry Maguire an experienced defender, 30-odd years old, was captain of Man United, international footballer? Why are you playing Matoma on side, my bro? Why do you not just look across the line and step up? Individual errors that you can't do nothing about. If you're a manager and you see something like that, you're frustrated because it was early in the game. It means that we're chasing the game. Momentum's gone against us. It's swung against us already. And then you're at home. The fans are pissed off. There's more pressure on you. Stupid goal to concede right at the beginning. Then after that, to be fair to us, head doesn't drop. We continue to play. And we get the equaliser from some good pressing and stuff like that. And we had a spell where we had like 70% of the ball. And we looked like maybe we're going to do something in it. Fair enough. And then the next two goals again. Individual errors, bro. The goalkeeper. Onana. You see, after the performance in the FA Cup from Bayern there, I was saying, yo, I'd sell you tomorrow. This is why. 50-odd million for this idiot, bro. The ghost of ERIK Ten Hag lives on. Every time I want to forget about this guy, I'm reminded why I hate this guy. Whether it's a Sancho fucking performance at Chelsea, whether it's a fucking Onana performance, whether it's Lissandro getting beaten for a header again, whether it's the fact that Rasmus Højlund's on the floor again, whether it's the fact that Anthony costs £85 million, can't get in the team. Brother, this guy's whole legacy, yeah, is killing us right now. Oh, Nana. I can't believe out of all the goalkeepers in the world, yeah, these man decided that this scrub, yeah, was the one to invest 50-odd million on. The ball comes across the box. He just watches the ball come across the box to the back post for Matoma. He just watches it. No presence in the box. Man are telling me he's 6'2", 6'3". He don't look like it. Because every time we're defending a corner, people are putting people on him, bro. He's being targeted because they know he's useless. And the third goal, absolutely no pressure, drops the ball to the striker. No pressure. It's difficult enough that we're trying to rebuild this squad. We're trying to get players out so we can get players in. Players have been frozen out by the manager. We didn't see Cass today. Garnacho came on for some microwave minutes. No Rashford today. Anthony's loan to Real Betis is going to be announced imminently. Yeah, Ralph said it was open heart surgery. And we're getting rid of players. I believe we'll get players in. We just need to be patient. I believe that things are being worked on behind the scenes. The trigger will be pulled, obviously, when we can generate the funds. And I think we generate funds from getting people's wages off and also selling players. But when you've got a goalkeeper like Onana, you don't even give yourself a chance, mate. You don't even give it. Bro, he had no saves of any merit to make in this game. None. Neither keeper did. And this is why I say fine margins. United didn't test their goalkeeper at all. Didn't test them at all. Harry Maguire had a free header that he should have hit the target with, that he headed across goal. Bruno had a chance that was played across, I think, from Ahmad. Xerxes dummies it. Bruno could take a touch and try and hit the target. Instead, he scuffs it. That was as good as Man United's chances got today, pretty much. But Brighton, every opportunity that they had on target ended up in a goal because of flipping the fact that we got Onana and because Harry Maguire played the man on side. Like, literally, this was a nothing game from both teams. We weren't good attacking wise. Neither were Brighton, really. They weren't good. And for the most part, off the ball, we defended pretty well. For the most part. This was probably one of them games where if it ends 1-1, I'm like, you know what? This is a rubbish game. I'll take the draw and we move on, you know. I'll take the draw and we move on. Because when I saw the next 6 games, I think a game ago or 2 games ago, I was like, listen, I'll take a draw. I'll take a draw on 5 wins or 4 wins and 2 draws. I just want to get out the habit of losing, because almost being apathetic, to the result, it's not the one. I'll be honest. We're getting to the point as United fans that we're so used to losing now, it's kind of expected, and it shouldn't be that for us. So I was like, yo, we need to get out the habit of losing games. And we lose another game at home. Another game at home. Went out with a whimper as well. Awful. So all the good stuff that we did in the first half, tactically, structurally, whatever, the decent bits of link-up play that we saw between Ahmad and Xerxes and stuff like that, like a few bits of good stuff that we seen from Delete or whatever, bruv, it all goes out the window today because we lost. It all goes out the window. Realistically, this was a nothing game where neither team really created anything and neither team really played well, but we lost 3-1 and it looks like we've been absolutely hammered, even though that wasn't what happened. But this is football. It's literally a game of very, very, very fine margins, bruv. And when it mattered, they capitalized on our mistakes, and we didn't do enough. So it's jarring. I can see loads of people saying, Rants, the system, this, that, and the other. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with that. The manager needs to be given time to get his players. Once he's got his players in this system, I believe we're going to see a massive upturn in performance and results. In the first half, for the most part, I was happy with the performance. I thought the football was okay. I thought defensively and structurally we were good, and we looked like a team that was coached. But you can't flipping legislate for individual fuckeries, bro. And this is what it is. So, yeah, man, the only thing that I would definitely say regarding the manager, the 2 wingbacks as defenders, you got to be brave now. Like, this is not your way of playing. Your way of playing is you play attacking players at wingback. If we're going to lose games, I want to lose games playing good football and attacking. There's ways to lose. I'm happy to lose. If we play attackers at wingback and we go gung-ho, and we lose fairs. Do you know what I mean? But when you concede 3 goals anyway, and you've got defenders there, it kind of makes you think, yo, why don't we just go for it? And this midfield of Ugarte and Kobe Mino, like, it needs to die, bruv. No more, please. No more. It's not good enough. It doesn't work. It's not balanced. It inhibits our ability to create anything. So, those are the things I'd like to see the manager address, bruv. Address the Kobe and Ugarte double pivot. Obviously, until we get a new player in, Bruno's probably going to play in the left 10, whatever. But the double pivot, Ugarte and Mino, he can do something about that now. And not playing Dallo and Mazraoui at the same time as wingbacks, he can do something about that now. Everything else, we can say personnel, let's wait till someone comes in. But these are the things that Ruben needs to address immediately.